Hey, what up, fam? Welcome back to another video. We're gonna be talking about Nipsey Hussle homie, Cowboy. Now, we all know that Nipsey lost his life in a tragic shooting incident that made national news, and it spawned a lot of speculation out there, right? And Cowboy has been the target in a lot of this speculation and a lot of the rumors and a lot of the conspiracy theories out there about Nipsey Hussle death. Now, Cowboy has a really good take about the situation. I mean, I should say, perspective of how things played out is great to hear because he was right there when Nipsey Hussle lost his life. Not to say that it's a good thing that Nipsey Hussle lost his life, but in those last events holds more weight to it because he was actually there, where he did a 2-hour interview where he talked about the day that Nipsey Hussle lost his life up to the second that Nipsey Hussle went to the ambulance and all of that, and his exchange between him and Eric Holder, the guy who allegedly took Nipsey Hussle's life and the person that's being accused of shooting Nipsey, and a lot more details that are eye-opening. He also wanted to address some of the rumors out there about this tape that Wack100 is talking about, things like that threw him off. So Cowboy, in this No Jumper interview, he was letting it be known a lot of things that people didn't have any idea about. Now, I would encourage all of you to listen to this interview, especially if you've been locked in on Nipsey's story in Nipsey's case. However, since he lost his life, sad situation, the marathon still continues. Right now, I'm in full support of Nipsey Hussle and his movement and everything he did as a rapper up to losing his life and everything they've done thereafter. Right? There's been a lot of people who have come out to criticize Nipsey Hussle as he passes away, and it seems like those people who are close in a circle like Cowboy are all talking. Another thing that he talked about the day that Nipsey Hussle lost his life and some other rumors that are out there. So he talks about his exchange with Eric Holder. Now, Cowboy was there during the whole exchange between Nipsey Hussle and Eric Holder. This is what he said during the interview. And he said that Nipsey Hussle never called Eric Holder a snitch. Now, that is something that was almost gospel on every social media. And you know, most videos about the situation we've seen on Vlad interviews. So Cowboy says he was right there and heard the whole conversation and basically went into details like Nipsey Hussle was talking to Eric Holder. So Cowboy says that the conversation went like this. He says it was a friendly conversation.
It's like when the dumb weird motherfucking Eric pulled up and Nip looked at Renpaul and he say, is that Eric? And then Renpaul like, yeah. And I distinctly looked at Nip and I heard him saying to himself, I wonder how this is gonna unfold. And that, and that fucks me up. Then at one point in time while Eric was talking to him, Nip never disrespected that man. Nip never called that man a snitch. I was right there. I listened to the whole fucking conversation.
So that wasn't true. Everybody got that wrong. That's been repeated a million times.
Nip never called that man a snitch. Nip said, look, man, they got the paperwork on you. I haven't read it. You know what I mean? You in the hood, take care of it. Nip was more or less looking out for him like, look, bro, they got some paperwork on you. You need to take care of that. It was more or less that. Like, we ain't seen you in a while. You know they got some paperwork. You need to take care of it. And this nigga high as a bitch. Eyes. I used to get high, so I know you can't pull it on me. Eyes high as a motherfucker. You know, all these niggas be hating on me. They be hating on me. So a couple times I turned my back on that. I told Nip, we've been out too long. I turned my back on this nigga. Like, I back turned him, like even mid-conversation, I put my back on this fool like, so when the fool go get his food, come back, shake hands, shook my hand, shook Nip's hand. Judging by the conversation, ain't nowhere in the world I would have suspected that nigga was gonna do what he did. If Nip would have been like, oh, you old bitch ass nigga, you's a snitch, I would have snatched him up and took him. Nip ain't gonna do nothing. If Nip would have had any words with anybody, I'm gonna grab him up. Come on, it's time for you to go, bro. If a fan come up and he drunk and he willy-nilly, come on, you gotta go. I'm gonna snatch him motherfucker up. The conversation was nothing like that.
So basically, there was no reason that Nip would have expected what was to happen next.
Yeah, so even if he seen Cuz coming up behind him or whatever, he gonna look and because the nature of the conversation, you would have never expected that.
Right.
Only thing I could think of, he was so high off of some crystal and he hallucinating or something. That's the only thing I could think of. I can't think of no. Nip did not disrespect that man, not one time. You know what I mean? So
Now Eric Holder is locked up in trial. He got locked up by going into a mental facility, and they picked him up right there. Based on what Cowboy has been saying, he's been locked up a couple times since that. So based on what Cowboy is saying is that Eric Holder was always in and out of jail and is now having a rough time in jail. He's really getting a treatment, if you know what I mean. No, now that nothing nice, just what he deserves. But that wasn't the only rumor that Cowboy wanted to squash. He also wanted to talk about the situation with this tape, or this alleged tape, where Wack100 says that he's been saving Nipsey because there's a tape out there of Nipsey doing some crazy stuff with his wife. The guy that participated in that action with Nipsey has been holding this tape over Nipsey's head, and he was charging him. That's what Wack100 said. Now Cowboy came out with his chest full out and said, man, release the tape. Then because Nipsey isn't that type to be paying somebody to hold a tape or anything like that. And he talked about the situation between Nipsey Hussle and his baby mom, and said that what Wack100 said about Nipsey and his baby mama just don't match how Nipsey Hussle was with his baby mama and the issues and all the problems they had. And he also said that Nipsey Hussle wouldn't even kiss his baby mama. So for Wack to be saying that, it's a big old lie. But all in all, Cowboy just wanted to clear up that rumor that Wack100 is out there pushing, and says that when Nipsey was alive, he would never say nothing. It's obvious that he has something against Nipsey, and we all know he's been hating on Nipsey Hussle since the start. Anytime that somebody positive dies, you know there's always something to come up and disparage about their legacy or some dirt after they pass away. It's a lot in hip-hop, especially when an artist that's positive dies. A lot of things come up out of nowhere, but when they're alive, nothing comes up. But if he says he has a tape, put it out then. If Nipsey Hussle was alive, that's what he wants. He will call him out and say, put it out then. So he needs to stop all that yip yap and put it out there if that's real. But since it's not, he's not gonna put nothing out there. He also wanted to say that a lot of people are always thinking that he has something to do with it, but he never did. He's the one that put Nipsey into the set, and he's the one that told Nipsey to change and go a different route because he was gonna end up in prison, and he didn't want that for himself. So that's when Nipsey started changing, and he gave him the nickname Thundercat. But as far as everything and all those rumors that people are putting out there, they gotta stop, man. Let Nipsey Hussle, let my brother rest. And that's all I want to say. So with that being said, man, you guys gotta go check out this interview. It's one of the best interviews that No Jumper has done, and I really appreciate everything that Cowboy put out there. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share the video, and give the video a like. With that being said, see you guys in the next video. Peace. So with that being said, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and share the video. And with that being said, see you guys in the next time. Peace.